Good morning, YouTube family. This is Coach Erica Janelle coming before you this morning. Wanting to, first of all, tell you guys happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week. I know I'm hoping that you all have some good things planned for the weekend, or just to rest or relax or clean your house or do whatever it is that you want to do to get your lives in order over the weekend. But I wanted to come before you guys. I am going to be trying to switch it up a little bit and start talking about different topics and start like series. So one of the topics that I really feel like needs to be discussed is this whole movement with some other life coaches. Well, I don't even really consider them to be life coaches, because a life coach is supposed to be encouraging and helping you to become better. But there is this new trend of other coaches coming on platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and really being very degrading toward women, specifically Black women. And I have my views about things when it comes to how Black women are perceived in society, how the issues that we deal, even with our own men not supporting us and being in our corner a lot of times. Not all men. So I'm really not a generalization type of person. But there's this big movement of, and it's a speaker specifically that does a lot of negative talk around Black women, and he puts Black women in this category and in this box as if we are lesser than women of other colors and other cultures. And one of the things that I recognize as a Black woman in this society, it's hard enough being Black, first of all. It's secondly hard enough being a woman. And then you add being Black and a woman, it's a triple issue. Often in our careers, often in the way we're viewed in society, there is this negative connotation of angry Black women, or people talking about how Black women are this and Black women are that. And I understand that there may be some, and I can't even call it Black women, I just think it's women or people that have been through certain situations, certain circumstances, and it's caused them to have a certain type of behavior. So I want to start diving into some topics such as this topic, because I want us to understand that society is always going to try to create opportunities to cause division and cause friction. Our community has been nothing but broken down since the beginning of time, back to slavery days, back to just that mentality of making us feel lesser than. It's super important that we as a society understand that it's not about tearing each other down, it's about building each other up. And I would never open up my mouth and say all Black men are cheaters, or all Black men are sorry, or all Black men are losers. I would never say that, because I love my Black men. I came as a result of a Black man. A Black man came from a Black woman. So for you to hate your own race of women, or to talk down to or talk negatively about your own women, is a reflection of you. It's an internal issue with you. I don't categorize people based on generalizations of and group a whole group of individuals in that one pot to say this is what Black women do, this is what Black men do, this is what white women do, this is what white men do. No, at the end of the day, we're all individuals, and there may be some things that certain cultures or certain sexes, i.e. male or female, are notoriously have done in the past. But you have to get to the root cause of why people are the way they are. And so I'm looking to start this series to talk about the challenges that Black women face when dating. And so no greater time than now. So today will be my first day to start this. But I've said this to my friend Marina, who her and I both, by the way, I'm going to be posting today a video that her and I did together as an interview. I went to New York and interviewed with her for her channel. And then we both are going to start doing weekly podcasts on our channels to just deal with different topics. And this is going to be one of those topics. So I'm just going to dive in a little bit about this topic. But and she is not a black woman. She is Russian and Jewish. And her and I just are instantly connected. I feel like she's my sister, just from a total different walk of life, but we just connected spiritually, and we get each other. We understand each other's struggles. And I love the fact that she doesn't look at race as a thing when it comes to the problems that women face or the problems that are societal. She understands that there's struggles that she would never have to experience as a white woman that I would experience. But before I go into that, I will be posting a video of that interview that we did. It's 3 parts because it's an hour and a half long. But it was an amazing interview. I encourage you guys to watch it. I'll be posting that later today. But one of the things that I want to start off by saying is, don't ever feed into the negative image that society is already putting on a group of people. It would be just like our black men don't want to be put into this category of, oh, well, all black men are criminals and all black men have issues with drugs, or, all of those negative things that society loves to put surrounding black men, and it creates this image of what society sees black men as. So when a black man walks into a store, a lot of the white patrons tend to get uncomfortable because they're thinking that, oh, this man is going to steal, or oh, this man is going to rob us, or oh, this man is going to hurt us. It's because of those stereotypes that's been set in society. And it's intentional. It's intentional to cause division. It's intentional to keep race issues alive and well. So I just want to encourage you guys, be mindful of your speech, especially if you're in a position of authority where people are listening to you, where people are taking your advice and using your advice and the things that you're saying to shape the way that they think. You are held at a higher standard for the things that come out of your mouth. And I'm not saying that we have to be perfect, because none of us are perfect. At the end of the day, we all have our flaws. We all have things that we need to work on and areas where we need to improve. But just be mindful not to create this stereotype or feed into this stereotype that further creates division within our culture, within our community. I am all about loving all people. But at the end of the day, I can't turn a blind eye to race issues. Race issues are real. It's alive and it's well in society. And it's not even just as a black woman. I don't just feel like I have to deal with another race being against me. A lot of times as a black woman, I feel like I have to deal with issues with my own men putting me down as a black woman. Well, not me, because I don't tolerate that. But I'm talking about black women as a whole. I will never tolerate any man that's going to talk down to me, that's going to verbally abuse me, that's going to make me feel less than, make me feel like I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not fit enough, I'm not whatever it is that he wants. If I'm not your cup of tea, I'm not your cup of tea. 9 times out of 10, you're probably not my cup of tea. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to put those same stigmas on all black women, because some black women, have started to get to the place where we want to have standards and guides for what we want in our relationships. And there is nothing wrong with having a standard, with having your goals and what it is that you want in your relationships. I'm not going to tolerate a verbally abusive man. I'm not going to tolerate somebody that doesn't build me up. I'm not going to tolerate anybody that doesn't appreciate the woman that I am. I am also not the kind of woman that's chasing after a man because of his money. I'm not the kind of woman that looks at all of those external things as if that is more important than a person's character. For me, it's who you are inside, and it's also your work ethic. It's also your vision. It's also what do you want to do to make a difference in this world? Because that's my number one focus. What can I do to help make somebody else's life better? But I will not feed into this negative image that is being portrayed in these people, on these people's channels that are supposed to have platforms where you can change all kinds of misconceptions, and you can create such an amazing platform for women, all women, but especially women of color that feel that they are treated less than, that feel already inferior, that are already struggling when it comes to dating. You can use your platform to do good, but you choose to use your platform for evil. And anybody that knows who I'm talking about, it's not rocket science, but I refuse to say the name. At the end of the day, we have to learn how to build each other up. I'm never going to tolerate anybody talking negatively about my men, about black men, because they're my men. I am born as a result of a black man and a black woman coming together, and that's why I'm here. So I would never allow anybody to talk negatively about my group of men, and I'm not going to allow anybody to talk negatively about us as women, as black women. We are black women. We are strong women. We are educated. We are smart. We are loving. We are caring. We are genuine. And at the end of the day, I know for me as a woman, I love unconditionally. When you get to have my heart, you get a prize. And I know who I am, and I know my value. So I just encourage you women to don't feed into that negative image. We have enough battles to fight in society. I will not just sit here and allow these men to put black women down as if we all are in this one little box and we all fit into this category. I don't lead with my education. I'm not leading with my financial status. I'm not leading with those things. I'm leading my life in love, and I'm leading my life in being the best version of myself that I can possibly be. So I encourage you guys. I will be starting this series tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about the negative connotations that society has about black women. I've got to go because I got to drop my kids off to school. But I love you guys. Please give me your feedback. Let me know what topics you guys want to talk about, and we will definitely hit those topics. Love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye.